rehab costs for a property, I'm assuming when I'm buying it that it's in good shape. So I get under contract on it, and then we go through the inspection process, and there are going to be things that are wrong with it. And in that process, I ask for concessions. But if I'm offering 120 on a property, I'm assuming that I'm all in at 120 pretty reasonably. Maybe there's going to be $1,000 fix up here or there. But if something's wrong with it, I'm asking for concessions. And then if during that period, during the option period, it turns out that they're not going to give me the concessions I want, I just need to evaluate my numbers and say, well, if it's going to cost me $5,000 to fix this one thing, or these number of things that I have to fix, how does that affect my cash on cash return? And am I still willing to do it? But generally, once you're under contract with a property, if what you're asking is pretty reasonable, you're probably going to get it. Because let's say that you're under contract on a property and you're 10 days in, right? You're about to be done with your option. If you don't buy the house, they've got one of two options. Either you buy the house in 20 days, right, at your 30 days, or somebody else buys the house. In order to have somebody else buy the house, you got to terminate contract with you. You got to put it back on the market, give it to at least one weekend to get some offers in, maybe 10 days. So you got 10 days there. You pick your offer in 10 days, and then you got 30 days from there, right? So you just added essentially 20 days. That's another mortgage payment for them that's going to come around. They're going to have to pay their mortgage again. And so their opportunity cost is time, and they really don't want to wait. So once you've got it under contract, not only is it protecting from somebody else buying that property, but it also gives you some leverage in that they're like, well, I just want to get this thing done, right? And if they're going to nitpick over $50 or $80 or whatever it might be, then if the numbers don't work, they don't work. That's the luxury that you have as an investor, as opposed to somebody who has gotten emotionally committed to it because they can see their kids running around the backyard, and they can see the marks on the inside of the doorway marking how tall they've gotten over the years. They get emotionally connected to it. That just doesn't have to be you. So that would be my goals as far as turnkey properties are concerned.
Yeah, that's helpful. So it sounds like you're never really, for example, you're never fixing up more than probably $5,000 for a turnkey.
Yeah, that's about the number that I use. And that therein lies a question, which is, what's the difference between BRRRR and turnkey? Right. And really the difference between them is one you refinance, the other one you don't. Yeah. You could put in a bunch of money to a turnkey to fix it up and then not refinance it. That's fine. That would still be a turnkey. It just wouldn't be as high of a return. Right. But generally, I want my turnkeys to have less than $5,000 worth of work.